What's up, boys? It's your boy, Mr. Savage Asian, and back with another video. And today, which is gonna be the first episode of our podcast. Um, and today we're just gonna be talking about me, who I want to be, who I am. And then we're gonna be talking about some NFL stuff, including I don't know some everything. We're just gonna be talking about whatever I want to talk about. Probably just some bunch of free agency stuff, grading some free agency stuff, and yeah. So we'll get right into it. So first thing, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Mr. Savage Asian. You guys know me as that. I'm a 5'11" Asian kid. I'm a freshman in high school, and I'm trying to make entertaining content for you guys. So, if you guys did enjoy, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. And please share this video. Okay. So, first thing I do want to talk about is how I started on YouTube and where I do want to go with this. So, when I first started on YouTube, it's just I uploaded a Fortnite video like 3 years ago, something like that. When Fortnite first came to mobile, I did a screen recording, and yeah, I uploaded a 50v50 video with one of my friends. It was called Fortnite with Minchon, and since then my channel's grown to 89 subscribers. Thank you guys so much at this point. And yeah, man. So it's been a journey, man. Started out with 0, but now we're all the way up at that 89. Trying to get to 100, but 89's great right now with me. Where I do want to go with this is just for fun. I'm not trying to make any money. I have plans for my own future, which probably includes either being a lawyer, an engineer. I like to debate, and I like to work with my hands. So either or, and I like to design. So either or could be fine. Um, and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to assessing my two favorite teams. Um, for agency signings. So we'll go ahead and go to the Bears first. Um, it's like okay, so the Bears number one. It's kind of stupid, but obviously it's gonna be Andy Dalton. I don't understand how you're gonna take this man and cut Kyle Fuller to sign this man. Um, that was the dumbest move that I've seen by far in free agency right now. Kyle Fuller is obviously a Pro Bowl cornerback. He's 28 years old, maybe 27 years old even, and he's a very very good player. You know, and then Andy Dalton is a second stringer at best. He's not a starter. He's not somebody you want to keep around. And yeah, I mean, I just don't understand where they're coming from with that one. Obviously, you need a quarterback, but I would go for one in the draft, maybe even later in the draft, toward maybe even like a third rounder for Kyle Trask, or somebody else. Not Andy Dalton. Or even a decent option would have been to keep Mitch around. He wasn't asking for that much money. Obviously, he's not a very good player, but Foles isn't great, and he's worth too much. And same with Andy Dalton. Um, the next one I want to assess is Desmond Trufant. Do need a corner. He's pretty terrible. As a former like a Falcons fan, kind of somebody who keeps up with the Falcons. He was good with them, and then he just got washed up. He was never the same. I don't really understand this one either. This one, I mean, I understand it, but it's not. There was many other free agents on the market that you could have gone for. Including Chidobe Awuzie, I don't know, Adoree Jackson, Desmond King, some great corners out there that were looking for similar money, but another one, Angelo Blackson, not really an impact player, just some depth. So I mean, I'm not really gonna assess that one. Jeremiah Tachu is pretty good. He was all right. He's not great. Again, just some depth at linebacker is gonna help out the team. He had some. So let's check his stats real quick. So he did have 5 sacks last year and 3.5 sacks the year before. So not great, but 5 sacks isn't too bad. He's a younger player. No, he's not. He's an older player, but it's all good. He's 28, but he's just more depth. You know, he played at Georgia Tech. I knew his freaking name from somewhere. Resign wise, Alex Bars, just some depth. Dion Bush, pretty good signing here. He's a younger safety. I think maybe he's older, but I'm pretty sure he's a younger safety. I know he's a safety, but he's very good at depth. For depth, obviously behind Eddie Jackson. Um, the next one I want to talk about, J.P. Holtz, just backup tight end. Nothing too special there. Mario Edwards, he's a defensive end, very good player. Not very good. He's just average, but you definitely need that for like kind of like a reliever in baseball for a pitcher. That backup behind your starting defensive ends when they go out the formation. Pretty good player. I think he should start in the next couple of years. He's a little bit older, but still a very good player. Jermaine Ifedi. If anything, this man is a god. I'm just kidding. he's a very good player. He's an offensive lineman. Last year he didn't play too well, but it's all good. He's still a very good player. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's no Kyle Long, but he's still a very good player. And I'm glad that they extended him. Next one is gonna be O'Donnell and Santos. It's like they're both special teamers. Good job for both of them. O'Donnell's been solid for a long time, and Santos has been pretty good since last year. Other than that, I mean, James Vaughters, he's like a defensive end slash linebacker. He's all right. Didn't make that much of an impact. And yeah, man. So that's gonna do it for Bears. But let's check Falcons, man. So alrighty, boys. So we're gonna look at who they didn't re-sign, including Alex Mack and Keanu Neal. Freaking, dude, these two are pretty sad because Alex Mack is an older player, but he was still he was like a leader on the team. He was very good. But he was a leader on the team, and you just hate to see that go. Keanu Neal, he was actually very good. And it's sad to see him go. We didn't have any cap space for either one of them. I understand, but still, it's just it's all good. It is what it is. Okay, so Falcons signed Mike Davis. Good move. Just we're seeing them sign Mike Davis is smart. It's just for now because they don't have a running game. Todd Gurley is terrible. He showed that last year. As much as I love Todd Gurley, as much as he went to Georgia, as much as I love him and as a person, he's just not it for Atlanta. After the knee injury, he just wasn't the same, and I don't think he ever will be. But it's just not it right now. So, honestly, it wasn't. It was a smart move by Atlanta to help out the running game with Mike Davis and showing his stats from last year, replacing Christian McCaffrey in a good scheme with a decent offensive line. You could see that he was a good player. So, you know what? I think that was a good signing. Not the best signing. He could have kind of pursued Marlon Mack, pursued Chris Carson. Obviously, you don't have a lot of money, but you know what? try and trade somebody else like Julio or Matt Ryan. There's got to be some team out there that wants one or the other. Obviously, it wouldn't be the best to trade Julio, but Matt Ryan has no value whatsoever. He's not a good player. You're gonna look to draft a quarterback this year. I know they both took contract cuts, but it's not enough. The team is pretty bad. Young Haku got re-signed. That's great. Um, Young Haku's the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you. He brings swagger to the team. He's also a Korean, and he grew up here in Georgia. So you love to see all three of them. So he's representing the Asian community, Asian American community, and even more the Korean community and the strong presence of Asian Americans in Atlanta. Not to get political here, obviously the spa shootings happened recently, as of March 23rd, 2021. Sad stuff, man. Pretty near and dear, because obviously Atlanta's only a couple, 40, 50 miles away. So, the next one we're going to talk about is Eric Harris, safety from the Raiders. He was pretty hard hitting, and then they got Abram and Heath. Heath was kind of behind Eric Harris, but Eric Harris is pretty good. He's like, I guess they're trying to replace Keanu Neal, but he's not as good, like not even close to as good, but he's still a decent player, and I think I know where the Falcons are coming from, but I think you could have pursued Kareem Jackson there at strong safety, and moved Ricardo Allen to free safety, or even looked for another cornerback instead, because anything. But Eric Harris, again, kind of a safe little signing, no risk to it. It was just a safe deal, and yeah. So there you go. So we're gonna go back to the Bears, just see what they should draft. I think they have like pick 20, Bears draft pick. So they're at pick, what do they have? Let's see. They have 20th overall, like I said. Just, again, maybe looking for a quarterback at 20 if Trey Lance is still available there. Maybe even trading up for Trey Lance there. It could be a huge move from the Bears. Possibly trading like up to like Philly's spot, giving Nick Foles and maybe a defensive player like Akeem Hicks to Philly for that big pick there. With the second round pick, they were pursuing Galladay, and it fell through because they were they were giving him way less money than he was asking for. But in the second round, I think you either go with receiver or defensive help. Again, you lost a couple of corners. You lost, a safety. So it's always good to have an extra one there. Third round pick, I can't really go there. Maybe an O lineman. And same with all the fifth and sixth rounders. You just look at it. And yeah, so with the Falcons, fourth overall pick. Personally, I think it's gonna be Trevor Lawrence. It's gonna be Penei Sewell, and then it's gonna be Jamar Chase. So with that pick, I think you either go with Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. They already said they wanted to draft a quarterback and a receiver with their picks, and I think that's a good that's a good decision there. If let's say you take Zach Wilson with your fourth pick, then in the second round you look for possibly Najee Harris or Travis Etienne. Najee Harris could fall to the second round easily. Possibly a Jalen Waddle if he's still there. Probably not. But again, you're looking at multiple wide receivers in this draft. Very good receivers in this draft. Including Jamar Chase, Waddle. Smith, um, Rondale Moore if he's there. Kadarius Toney, Rashad Bateman. Multiple of these guys could be there. And then you look in the third round, again, you're looking at running backs. You're looking at, you know, corners. You're looking at, safeties. Like these, and then O-linemen later. So you're just looking, who's there, who should be your best pick there. Even edge wouldn't be too bad. Losing Vic Beasley and Tack McKinley, who were, not great for the team, but they were decent players enough. Maybe even taking Javonte Williams, running back out of North Carolina. He seemed pretty good on his pro day, and we'll see how he does on his combine. But he looked very good. You're looking at Tylan Wallace maybe in the third or fourth round. Again, yeah. So Javonte Williams could be a third round pick. So you go with Zach Wilson, then you go with second rounder. You probably take somebody like Najee Harris, or even like a D lineman like Barmore or Osai, or even like I don't know, Zaven Collins out of Tulsa, or Asante Samuel out of Florida State, or bring Tyson Campbell back to Georgia. Just some things to think about. If Kadarius Toney's still on the board out of Florida, he could be a beast. It's just you got to assess where people are going to go, and I think that one of those guys that I just mentioned is going to be there in the second round. And let's say you get Najee Harris in the second, then you don't go for Javonte Williams. Obviously, it's kind of stupid, but now that I say it, but the Falcons have drafted multiple running backs in the same draft, or multiple receivers in the same draft. It's kind of stupid, but it has to be addressed. But anyway, boys, it's only been a 17-minute recording. I might record some more. No, I think this is gonna be it, man. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will have a special guest next episode. I won't tell you who it is, but I think you guys know who it is. Maybe not, but we've had him on the channel. No, we haven't. I've been on his channel before. But thank you guys so much for watching or listening, whatever you're doing. And, yeah, man. So, if you guys did enjoy, remember to drop a like and subscribe. And also, if you have any feedback for me, if I'm staying too close to my mic, if I'm, mumbling a little bit, and then some more topics that you guys want to see, then that is perfect, So, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have a good day.